Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about illusion about food and body. Illusion is related to our own body, about what we eat, what we think or assume while consuming anything, especially expensive food products which you think will provide you the extra powers or abilities. In this video, I'm going to cover the secrets of our body and its real powers. So before starting, I wish to tell you one thing, that everything depends on our own belief system. Our dominant beliefs plays the major role in our health, our everything, in every aspect. Our belief system really plays an important role. Whatever we believe, our reality gets shaped into those patterns. Okay, so people think that so and so product has this and that nutrients and energy, so and so medicine will make me fat or thin, or it can grow my height, etc. But these things makes no sense if analyzed and experienced. These are all just myth. Example of many such people who are rich or even middle class can be seen. They spend a lot of money purchasing goods which according to them provide strength or can enhance their body in a certain way. But even after having all that, their body still remains weak, neither it attains strength nor the vital life force. Actually, food does not give power or strength, to be very transparent. God himself made the machinery of human body as such that works and functions on its own power. Now you might be wondering, this power comes from food? Absolutely, you're right. We can't live without food. But the context here is all about the myths which humans have made. You listen till the very end and you'll get to know. So our body functions on its own power. We have saliva, digestive juices, bile juice, etc. All these substances which convert the normal food into elixir. We are already carrying the actual food inside our bodies. The God, the Creator, doesn't want his children to wander around for the pieces of food and being repentant about their bellies, ending up being criticized by the world. For instance, the mother packs lots of good food when her son goes out so that the son would not stay hungry. Similarly, God has packed a whole system in human body for the food, for whole life. We don't eat anything externally. All we eat is ourselves and stay happy. At the time of eating, the food in our plate just serves a type of heat. Food is just a medium. It doesn't get absorbed. I mean, you'll get to know. You might have seen the mill which grind the grains. The fire is kept on in some place in it. For that fire, oil is required or coal is required, and the heat which is emitted from the fire actually runs the engine. So the main requirement here is of heat, and it is also possible that some high quality of coal or oil can be used, so it will make the engine parts run more efficiently, as heat generated from that coal or oil may be much more than the normal coal. So same as with food, if you eat good quality of food, it will produce more energy, it will lead to more energy. But these minute things are not checked here in case of coal or oil. Okay, the only thing which is tested is that the oil or coal is free from impurities, because impurities may dim the fire, eventually resulting in lesser heat. Here impurity says that if your food will contain any impurity or any adulteration, eventually you'll fall sick. The food poisoning may happen. Okay, so let's come to our example. So eventually resulting in lesser heat, and it may even damage the engine parts. Similarly, the function of food which we take is that of the coal or oil used in the mill. The food produces the heat which runs the mechanism of our body. Food just produces the heat. else everything is already inside us. God has already provided that. The essential liquids and bloods in our body and the vital life force are produced from the very system the Creator has installed in us by birth. And the same substances travel in the body, changing from one state to another, and whatever the substances the body needs, it naturally absorbs it in infinite quantity and rejects the rest. Now you must be thinking how it is absorbed, how it absorbs the nutrients in infinite quantity, even if I eat simple and in moderate amount. To explain that, here it goes. Science specifies the fact that the things which we see around us from our naked eyes, those things are of matter form. Okay, matter which occupies space and have mass. There are much more infinite substances which are present in the gaseous form in the atmosphere, which we can't see from our naked eyes, nor we can perceive. Like if you burn 20 wooden sticks, let's say, and you get the ashes of 20 wooden sticks in a small bowl, just that much. So where those 20 sticks gone? In a bowl or in the atmosphere? Yes, in the atmosphere. The wooden sticks did not vanish. Nothing can be vanished, nothing can be destroyed. Only its state. Its state can be changed from its state can be changed from one to another. Okay. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So its energy changes. It doesn't get destroyed. After burning the wooden sticks, the energy of sticks was changed. It turned into fumes which are now present in the atmosphere. It hasn't been lost. So now you must have understood how your one plate of food is getting converted into the infinite energy and vital nutrients are being stored and absorbed into the body. As we know, according to science, the substances are present in the solid, liquid, and gaseous states. So the amount of iron, gold, and other elements which are present in the earth, besides that, infinite quantities of iron, gold, etc. are present in the gaseous state in the atmosphere. Scientists are still struggling to find out the ways, the possible methods to use it in any way possible. Root science and their root devices did not succeed in this task of extracting essential elements from the atmosphere. But conscious creators have this natural tendency and power to do so. They can extract the necessary nutrients from the atmosphere. Take an example. It's a very good example. 10 years of sugarcane farming in a single farm can yield that much jaggery from which several feet heap can be laid. Now the question arises, from where this much jaggery came from? Even if the chemical test of the soil of that farm is done, it would be known that the roots of sugarcane are so deep, the soil of the whole farm would hardly contain 1 to 2 kilos of jaggery particles. The thing is, sugarcane plants are conscious. They have the ability to absorb necessary nutrients from the atmosphere, so they take their sugar particles from the space around. It doesn't come from soil, or the plant doesn't take the sugar from its roots. It extracts that sugar from the atmosphere. According to doctors, there left no essentials in the human feces, but still pigs store so much fat in them eating that. Most doctors suggest to eat flesh in order to have flesh and gain weight. Why don't they tell about the sheep and Dumba goat who only eats grass and stores so much fat in its body? Why it's impossible to cure someone's hand by making them eat somebody else's hand, or to cure somebody's eye by making them eat someone else's eye? So you see, everything is just an illusion of human. Illusion, confusion, and myths are ruling the world currently. Every year, several creatures become the victim of this illusion of human beings. For instance, fishes are being boiled to prepare the oil, which is so called rich in vitamins, from which one becomes vital and healthy. Their brain power increases. Animals are murdered because eating their flesh provides protein and increases weight. But after testing, the reports prove it an illusion. The so-called facts are proved to be false after experimenting. If we keep two people of same condition on the two different diets, one person on a vegetarian diet and the other one on a non-vegetarian diet, then it would be evident the one who's non-vegetarian won't be having any richness in their body. The reason being very clear. Suppose you eat chicken, meat, flesh, whatever, and you think, I'll gain weight, I'll be getting protein, I'm gonna be really healthy in that, it's good to eat this food and blah blah. These are just, it's your thinking, which is nothing but an illusion, your illusion. For body, it's a big task to digest it. Body works so hard to break the food into simpler molecules. It has to put extra efforts to mix it with the substances already gifted by God, like certain juices inside stomach. The energy of the body will be consumed in digesting your food, and you'll be left with very less energy. You'll feel lethargic, sleepy, tired, and then you'll consume more non-veg food, and then the body again extracts energy from you to digest the food and turn it into blood. That's why it's said that people who eat simple and sattvic, wholesome foods, which includes fruits, veggies, juices, salad, rice, pulses, grains, etc., these people feel lighter. They are much more energetic. They need less sleep. Their body is providing more energy. Actually, it's utilizing less energy to digest the food. Anything cannot just turn into blood. As it enters the stomach, there is a whole long process. It depends on the person's desires, needs, and beliefs for the substances to get absorbed by the body. The nutrients which are needed, the atoms of the body mixes with food and takes the exact same form like those nutrients from the food ingested and returns to the body. After the purpose of food which has been served, the food which is completely utilized by the body gets out of it. Understand this process. Food is acting like the coal or oil which is running the engine parts. That is, the body functions. Food is providing energy and heat. The whole work is done by the body's atoms and juices, which God gave all of us from the very first day we are born. Food is just the medium. Food particles, whatever the food we ingest, the food particles takes the exact same form like those of the nutrients which we require, which are our belief, whatever belief system we have inside us. The food particles take their exact shape and are absorbed in our body. Okay. If the curd is churned using a copper churn plunger, let's say, then the clarified butter from it will be rich with copper ions in it, which are absent in normal clarified butter. Instead, the butter will be much different and extraordinary in its properties according to the richness of copper. Even if we eat sweet foods, it still gets bitter in the stomach as it mixes with the saliva and goes down the esophagus and mixes with the bile juice. Then how is it possible that eating sugary food can make blood sweeter? It doesn't matter if a person eats loads of sugary food, salty food, or takes excess of butter. These things won't be getting absorbed directly in the body. The body will take what it needs and throws the rest. This is the reason why the flesh of a goat doesn't get bitter even after eating the leaves of neem. As it is already told that the curd which is churned using copper plunger will result into butter rich in its properties rather than the normal butter. The same is with our thoughts and subconscious mind. Whatever the kind of our thoughts will be, our subconscious mind will direct the atoms of our body according to that, and the atoms will take the desired form and utilize the God-gifted treasure, that is saliva, bile juice, etc. accordingly. So you see, health is related to our thinking as well. But illusion is ruling over the maximum brains these days. Undoubtedly, the chemical reactions depends on the food type also. If you are taking a non-veg diet, going against the nature, then of course the reactions in the body are way more complex than anything. We just can't force our body. Example, doctors give injections of calcium, but instead of getting absorbed in the bones, the calcium sticks outside it. It is our natural design of the body within. The porosity is so tiny that whatever the body wants, only that substance gets absorbed. Else everything remains on the surface and gets released by any means. Getting to the point, the food should be sattvic, simple, lighter, fresh, green, and it is as necessary as the good quality of coal or oil to run an engine. Don't go into much detail, just remember this simple thing. Otherwise, you'll be confused what to eat, what not to eat. Just go wholesome and lighter foods according to your workload. It also depends. To make you understand this simple point, consider this example. A worker works so much, eats chapatis and simple food. Still, he remains healthy and fit from so-called rich people eating pistachios. If we test the blood samples of both, it would be clear that the rich person who finds vitamins outside in expensive food products comes a level down to that of the worker whose blood is rich in vitamins, minerals, and the worker actually has the energy way more than the rich person. Some people spend their lives living on just potatoes, sweet potato stuff. Eating normal cereals can give us tremendous health because food is just a fuel. Food is fuel. The sages, yogis, and the saints eat the roots of plants, bark, and even leaves and still live long. During the long period of austerity, that is tapasya, they don't even eat anything and still nothing wrong happens to their body because they attain supernatural powers. Their biomagnetic field becomes super strong, which attracts valuable nutrients from the abundant atmosphere. They also become conscious beings. They can also extract their biomagnetic field extracts the valuable and necessary nutrients from the atmosphere, which we normal people can't do. In the current era, the minds of individuals are driven by bizarre fear of diseases and germs. People tend to think that it's up to the germs that a disease will occur or not. But it's absolutely wrong. Our immunity matters. This fact is very well noticed and is evident from the year 2020, which everybody knows about, needless to say. The heat and bioelectricity in the human body is so intense for the germs to survive. It's next to impossible for the body. It literally detects and kills any unwanted foreign entity. The germs of fever and other problems does not enter from the outside. It happens to form from the inside because of carelessness in your daily routine, eating habits, etc. The germs of malaria in the blood comes from the mosquito itself. It's just an illusion. Every disease is generated in the mind, and the mind installs the program of disease in the body. If an acid bottle with its lid open be kept covered by a cloth, it will burn the cloth. Its fumes are intense enough to burn the clothes. Similarly, the negative thoughts have poisonous frequencies which through our blood gets spread in the whole body. There is an observed thing that most of the sick people who never recovered from any medication, but as soon as they changed their thought patterns, everything changed. They became healthy and normal again. Thoughts really have powers. Thoughts become things. You must always feel yourself healthy. Your body really is rich in every aspect. Think of yourself as healthy and strong and vital. Science depicts that the atoms of human body are immortal and has immense power. If a single atom bursts, a blast can even occur, and it keeps the ability to even burn out a city. Then, what's the role of debilitation in such a body having so powerful atoms? This weakness, this debilitation is just of mind. There is direct connection of mind and body. Whatever you think or whatever is your illusion, it happens. It manifests in the physical form. Now don't get afraid of the fact that whatever you think gets manifests some time. So in that meantime, just bring your focus to the more positive thoughts. You can change your thoughts. So just keep your supplements, vitamins aside if you take it on your own, but if there is any medical issue, then take it. The point is, don't let the illusion delude you. Just eat simple sattvic or whatever you eat, just have it with good feelings. Eat your food with feelings of strength. For that you will be having strength. If you eat it with these powerful thoughts in your mind, then the magic of mind happens, and the simplest of the simple food provides strength and vitality, which you earlier thought that it has no protein, no value. In simple chapati, this is an illusion that only the heavy milk products can make you fat, provide you strength, those protein shakes are the best, and the list goes on. Just keep things simple. Only the mind makes everything complex. Eat simple, natural, seasonal food stuff and believe completely that it would be a great medium in giving me enormous amounts of energy. Think that I'm retaining my health. So the conclusion is, if you can delete this program of illusion from your brain and can adopt a simple mentality to always feel about getting healthy by looking at your plate, then believe it, this will provide you much more benefits than the heavy milk products or anything you consider it as good. Change your perception. Your most dominant thoughts are executed by the mind. I hope you liked my Supreme Guru's teachings. Thank you so much.